So I'm back at Formula Tyres, my favorite tire shop, and they've got absolutely everything over here. But I'm here for a very, very different reason, and it's got to do with this. Rubber valve stems that basically get installed with every time you do a tire change or you purchase new tires, you get these silly rubber valve stems. Now, it doesn't take a year in this heat, year and a half, man, and they start cracking and perishing. And if you have a look at my rear one over here, this was on the front wheel driving, and the whole valve actually popped out. So it's instant deflation. Not a nice feeling, especially in this heavy girl. The other issue with those as well is because they're perishing, they start leaking. You just put a little bit of pressure on the valve stem and it starts leaking out the side. Right now, front right has that issue, front left is now on the back here because of that instant deflation. I've been looking for a solution on what do. You know, you do get the more expensive rubber stems like these ones that they've got over here. I think these are the Triton ones. They reckon these last about 5 years in the heat that we have, but I want a more permanent solution. I don't want to go through that again, driving down the road at 100 kilometers per hour, and that's instant deflation. It's like having a blowout. So I got hold of the guys at Off-Road Zone and chatted to them, because most of the Jeep guys go and customize theirs, and they've got titanium and they've got all kinds of steel little stems, valve stems, and they're all pretty little colors. And I thought, well, the guys at Off-Road Zone will probably have the best solution for me. Right, let's go and have a look what they recommend. The guys at Off-Road Zone are the distributors for a product called Apex Performance Products. And what it is basically, it is a really strong, durable valve stem. Now, this is not going to perish. This is absolutely awesome. But added advantage, it's got an instant deflation or instant deflating option to it. So simply removing the cap at the top and by pulling on where it says nicely, pull on the valve, and you've got instant deflation. Now they reckon a 35-inch tire deflates in 15 seconds. Now, again, you've got all these auto deflators, they're all fantastic, but you're always ending up with a rubber stem. Now, instead of going and spending money on the steel ones, or you could come down to Formula Tires and get the Triton ones that will last, they say, up to 5 years, I would spend the additional cash and either get it from Off-Road Zone or come down to Formula Tires. You're going to have to fit it here anyway, and these guys have been fitting these for quite some time, and spend that extra couple of dirhams. And you know, you got that peace of mind. You don't have that unsafe deflation at 100 kilometers per hour. Well, my truck only goes 100. So if you're doing 140 and you got that instant deflation with big tires like that, man, it's not going to be fun. So we're going to give these a bash, and I'll give you some real-time testing on this. But I thought, share the knowledge. If you find something that's as awesome as this, that really is going to take care of the issues that I'm facing with the heat, and 15 seconds, if it really deflates that quickly, just think about it. I'll be pulling it out, getting it down to 15 psi, might take, 5-8 seconds, especially in the heat that we got right now, 41, 42 degrees Celsius, means I only have to spend 5 seconds per tire, maybe 8 seconds, even if it is 15 seconds per tire. That is really quick. Really excited to do this. Now, apparently, with these, your tire pressure monitor system, they do say, well, they're fitting it to a lot of the Jeeps. It definitely works with the Jeep, but you'll have to get hold of the guys at Off-Road Zone to find out exactly which vehicle the tire pressure monitor system will work with. If not, you can get an aftermarket tire pressure monitor system that we're fitting to our vehicle, and Bob's your uncle. I like the aftermarket ones because it runs on solar power. It's completely independent to the vehicle, so I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to go and fit it. So, yalla, I'm not going to speak to you anymore. I'm going to go and fit these. Right, so we've installed it, and let's have a look how well this works. Undo the cap. Right, and we were, 35 psi I think it was. And all we do is we just pull this. Right? Wow. That's intense. Right, like most things, test it before you go off-road. Because this deflates, it's not an auto deflator, you need to know when to stop it. So I want to check how well this works and how quickly it does so that I can make sure that my tires go from 45 psi to 20 psi when I'm on the dirt roads. As you can see, unscrewed it. I'm currently at 45 psi. So, simple as that. I pull out the little button over here. All right. 1, 2, 3. And I'm at 20 psi. How quick is that? Right? So every vehicle is obviously going to be different. And what did we get there as a timer? Exactly 8 seconds. So from 45 psi on my tires down to 20 psi, 8 seconds. So I would move to the next tire, 8 seconds per tire. Now my front and my rears are different, so it's something that I'll have to take note of. But what an awesome idea. I mean, so quick. I mean, look at that. And I'll stop it before it pops off the rim. Down to 10 psi. So I would never be down at 10 psi. Look at this car's a heavy car. We'll probably run it at 15 at the lowest. But there you have it. I think it's absolutely awesome. We're going to be using this. You'll probably see this in a couple of our videos moving forward. But this is thumbs up from me so far. Awesome product.